That's right, Brittany, turn your mic on. Okay.
Mike.
So we're on now. Hey, time to heal, family and friends. It's your girl Lakeisha Jones, mental health coach and advocate. I forgot to turn my mic on, but I'm ready now, y'all. And today I have special guests. And today we'll be talking about relationships and how we deal with our mental health during these crazy relationships. So we're gonna start off by, I don't know if you guys wanna go, one by one, or we just wanna get the, topic started, but, let's go. I'll start, okay? A lot of you may know, may not know, but I was in a 10-year plus relationship. And in the beginning of my relationship, I was struggling with mental health issues, and it was kind of rocky, you would say, because I was dealing with myself. And like they say, you can't make, someone else happy if you're not happy. So I had to do a lot of working, soul searching for myself. So, like I said, in the beginning of the relationship, I struggled with a lot of things that affected me from past relationships. And I guess you can safely say that I brought those, into my new relationship in the beginning. But I did take some time out, even with, having a relationship. I took some time out to just focus on me and what it is, that I wanted and didn't want, in a relationship. Mentally, I can honestly say that in the end, of the relationship, my mental health began to come back. It never went away, but yes, we can say it, it's
more aware.
Yeah, it was like that word we hate to use, the trigger. It was the triggers, so dealing with my relationship, I had to realize that all the work that I had put into becoming a better me as far as my mental health, that I needed to apply that to the now, and sometimes that's hard, only because when you build a foundation with, someone that you become to trust, someone that you love, you kind of ignore those red flags. And you know that they're there, but you keep ignoring them, for the sake of love. And I did that. One thing about me is I'm going to always tell my truth, and my truth is I did that. And in the midst of me battling, do I stay? Do I go? But the bigger, part of me was like, girl, you need to go, for the sake of your mental health, because this is not right. This is not what you wanted. This is not what you signed up for, etc. But
how long did it take for you to realize that, though? You've been in a relationship for 10 years. At what point did you say, that enough this is not, yes, enough is enough? And then how long did you put up with it before you finally decided to make that choice to choose yourself first?
Okay. I would say, honestly, the first maybe 5 years, could be less, but I would say the first 5 years, I realized that the relationship wasn't what I wanted, as far as trust, honesty, the whole, kid and caboodle, basically. Everything that I knew before I signed up for the relationship, everything that I knew I wanted in that first 5 years changed. I was getting it, and then it was not there. You know what I'm saying? So for the sake, I guess, of love, I just kept holding on. So when did I realize that it was time to stop and move on?
Walk away.
I would say within the last couple of years. That's when I said enough is enough.
Was it a change? Was it a thought? Was it something that you just like, you woke up and said,
No, it was for me in relationships, and this was probably the longest relationship that I've ever had. So for me, I in the last couple of years, I was like, I feel like I've done all I can do, and I kind of, journaling helps, so I'm writing down the good and the bad, and trying to see what outweighed, in the relationship. And honestly, the bad won. So, and I knew that before I even wrote it down. But the confirmation was on paper to see it, and so I was like, okay, this, we can't do this no more, Keisha. You know when enough is enough, and enough had been enough for me. So I would say, honestly, within the last couple of years, I said, I don't want to do this no more. Right. I'm done trying. I'm done, putting in the effort to make things right. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, we as women, we try and fix things that we didn't break. Right. And again, all for the sake of love. Right. Hoping that this individual will change for the better of your relationship. But sometimes it don't work out like that.
Well, then the thing is, you can't expect people to change. People show up and show you who they are. You in hopes thinking that they can kind of become the person that you want them to be, but they are who they are. If they show up and their stripes are yellow and black, then they are yellow and black. There's not going to be no red and blue. So that's what us as women have to realize earlier on, is realizing the signs and stop holding on for someone for the sake of not being lonely, or for the sake of, sacrificing our happiness and what we want out of a relationship just to be in a relationship. Right. You have to get what you want out of it as well as that other person. And just knowing that, don't waste your time. Don't waste their time. If you two equally are not giving each other what you need to thrive, to grow, to put into that person, to build, then hey, you just have to kind of let it go, and you do it sooner than later, because that's where the pain and the trauma comes in. The torture, dragging each other down because you just can't. You want him to change, she wants her. He wants you to change. But the thing is, you are who you are. People will change, but then again, you can never make someone be who you need them to be. They're going to show up initially.
I feel that you will make that change if that's what you really want to do. So if you don't,
but some people don't necessarily have it in them.
Exactly.
So sometimes people make a change, but it could be on a false pretense. Because if that's not who you are, then it's temporary. It's temporary. It's temporary. Because somebody could change and be like, oh, she likes flowers, she likes candy. Okay, I'm gonna show up with flowers and candy. But if that's not the type of man you are, if you're not an affectionate person, you're only doing it to please her. It doesn't make that man happy. Because that's not what he does.
Right.
So I mean,
it's a lot. I feel like what you tolerate today would imprison you tomorrow. Because you kind of, like I said, you lower your boundaries to accommodate the disrespect, even if it's not outright blatantly like, hey, you were name calling, none of that stuff, but disrespect in regards to, how I am as a person and my character. So if you hit below the belt to try to make me lower to your standards to make you feel higher, then we would never be on the same team. You in secret competition with me. Why? We're supposed to be on the same team.
And that's a lot.
Competition with me.
Yes, and that's why I suffer so bad in like a lot of my relationships. They be like in secret competition with me.
How?
Yes. And I don't know it until like my therapist had to tell me that. I never knew that until she broke it down to me, and she literally told me that. She's like, Brittany, he's a secret conversation. He's jealous.
You have to be aware.
Like he's literally jealous of you. Like, and I did not know that.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't even think it was possible.
You're not supposed to be fighting for each other.
Yeah.
Not against each other.
Yeah.
But you only want to fight with a person who's willing to get in the ring with you. The
Right.
thing is not to go to bat with me, it's to help me and you conquer this thing together. If I'm telling you I'm strong in this part and I know my weakness is that, I want you to pick up where I lack and we both pick up with each other. But when you know that I am this person that carries, that doesn't mean you weigh everything down on me and pull it off from me. Because like I said, when my cup is empty, how can I give you what I don't have? And it's like, when do you say enough is enough? Okay, so I lower my boundaries and my standards and my morals, my values, who I am, to make sure I accommodate you, to make sure you feel like you are this person. You are whole. Yeah. But then I'm here. How do you be lonely in a relationship? Right. And then you be like, I have this whole human.
But I'm
because you took everything from your cup to put in his cup.
But
so now your cup is not full. So while he feeling whole, you feeling
exactly.
empty.
So you will go through this thing, and like you said, it's not what you signed up for. Because the thing is, like Madea said, like Tyler Perry said, when you get with a person, you get married and say, I do it 12 different people. You don't know who the fuck you're going to. You don't know how you're going to change the next day. You don't know what their life is like. You don't know. So being aware of your intentions and what you want at all times, and you comfortable with yourself and knowing, okay, I don't want to be stagnant. I want to be this. I want to be that. You have to talk about these things and these goals, these things that make you uncomfortable. And growth is uncomfortable. And what makes men and women uncomfortable is telling them their truth. Being honest. And that is so hard.
For men.
It's for men. It's like, because as women, we get called emotional. We're too much. If I'm too much, go find less. How about that? Because if I'm too much, go find less. Because obviously what I'm bringing to you is to help you get out of your own way. I'm teaching you how to love.
I'm showing you how to dealing with the emotions that he don't want to deal with.
And that's when you emotionless, then that's when you become drained. That's when you now said, okay, I'm giving you everything that I have. I'm not giving you an organ. That's the only thing I have not given you. So when I walk away, I know I did everything that I could. But don't force me in a box where I feel like I have to now be in survival mode instead of you keeping me feminine and what they call submissive. But it doesn't mean to give you everything that you want and to bow down to your every need, because a woman will always be submissive when a man is a man. When you lead and show me and I can trust your way, I can be that way, and I can let all hands down and I'll be like, all right, let's go. We on a roll. But you can't expect a submissive woman, an alpha woman, to be your mama, to be your backbone, to be your everything that you want.
Financial advisor.
But you know so crazy when you give people the outlet, like you give people all the chances to walk all over you, and they still say you're not flat enough. I done lay flat on the goddamn ground. How flat do you want How flat do you want me to be? Because I gave you everything, and you just keep on stepping on. But a lot of women too don't know how to be a woman. Like you don't have to be because then the man, if they're not a man, it will come out anyway. It's not like some women don't know how to let their guard down. They don't know how to trust because.
But then that's the thing too. Women would automatically know how to be submissive if they didn't come into relationships where they feel like they have to be on their P's and Q's. Where they have to be you have to be when you get into a relationship, you shouldn't be guarded. If you with a man where you feel like you have to stand up for yourself, protect yourself, then you're not in the right relationship. Because a man is supposed to protect you naturally. It shouldn't be no thing coming in this where, I feel like it's a competition where I have to compete with you, you have to compete with me. We supposed to build together. And I think that a fault of us as women is, and even men, we get into relationships and everybody is just jumping in the car doing 100 miles per hour. It used to be a point in time back in the day. Even maybe it could have been when we were younger. Well, you had the time. You met a boy in school. You knew his family. You played with him. You flirted. You knew everything about him, the ins and outs, what made him the person he was, how he thought. You knew the ins and outs. But now when you get in these relationships with people, and these are people who have been through relationships where they have been hurt, where they're bringing in baggage and stuff like that, and they don't really know how to show up in these relationships because everybody has trust issues or problems like that. You have to, I'm saying this to say, you have to learn people. Yeah. And sometimes you get in a relationship when you're in your 20s and your 30s, and yes, it may not be no 5 years and you married. Sometimes you may need to be with somebody for a long time to really get to know who this person is. Don't make no solid commitments, and in the meantime, while you getting to know that person, do you? Yeah. It's not like where I'm just locked in. Okay, now I got this dude, me and him rocking, and this is just me and
now
him. Now my life just shut down. Now I'm not doing what I used to do because I'm focused on him. I'm losing myself. But it's like I'm taking the life out of me, but I'm building him. But in the meantime, I'm losing myself. Yeah. And then that's where the women lose in the relationship, in the end of the relationship, and that's because you put all yourself into somebody you don't know nothing about, who has sucked the life out of you, and took that energy and moved on to somebody else.
What about the ones that have insecurities or jealousy thing, and then they don't even realize it, and you don't even know, because and then like you said, you gave your all, and now they so used to being coddled and giving all the attention, just like a child. They throw tantrums when you start to say, you know what, you wake up and say, you know what, wait, I can't do this. I gotta figure out what makes me happy now. I used to get my nails, I used to love getting my hair, I used to do these little things. I used to go out and brunch with my girls every now and then. Maybe not hit the club, maybe not do that type of stuff. Absolutely not. But then I stopped that. I stopped all of it because I gave you all of that attention. So then when you start reflecting, the daily pressure come within yourself again, you start saying, wait a minute, wait. How do I get back to, how do I reset within myself? So then you start to really do self-care. Now all of a sudden you doing you. Now they mad. They're angry. They're disappointed. Wait. Where you going now? You wasn't doing that before. Yeah. Wait a minute. Now I done gave you everything I have. Now you're making me choose. Appreciate it. Now I'm making me choose. You didn't value me. You didn't have, when you had me there, you didn't really care. You didn't show me no type of attention and affection. But now I have to make sure myself is right mentally, at peace, whatever that is, and find that happiness within myself. Now you're angry.
But you don't have to worry about that if you set those boundaries in the beginning of the relationship. Us as women going into the relationship, you have to I have to keep my self-care. This is me. This is who I am. You can either contribute, but you're not going to take away from what I am. Okay, I got chicken on the table. I got vegetables. I'm eating.
I am the damn table.
So you can bring the dessert. But whether you bring the dessert or not, I'm still going to eat.
Like, you see what I'm saying? You can tell somebody that boundary, but then like you said, the way that they do it, narcissistic type people, they will study that and use that against you to be able to play on it. So if I'm telling you, hey, this is how I am, I'm gonna let you know from the jump. And I can require, I can reciprocate. Exactly. It's a big ass difference. Don't require nothing from me that you can't do for yourself or for me. Right. So therefore, you get played on because then they like, oh, don't take that kindness for weakness. Don't do it. I said, don't play. If I say, oh, okay, we got a problem. If I say, you can cheat on me and have a baby, I didn't got that done before. I've been in a 23-year relationship. Marriage and all. You had a baby, that didn't break me. The part that broke, you didn't value the person I was even after you get married. Because no matter how good or bad you are,
it don't even be the situation.
They're gonna make that after situation. That's what I'm saying. It's like you didn't value me when you
I'm in that situation right now. Like it's not that. It's not the
you don't value me.
It's the you. It's like you. Like
I feel like in any relationship, not all relationships, because all men don't make mistakes and all women don't make mistakes. But when we do make these mistakes, if you're genuinely wanting to be with that individual, I see you changing yourself for that
to be a better person.
Because they make you want
for you to be a better person. For one, and because you want to. But if you don't get that, then it's clear that this is not what they want.
And it's okay.
It's okay.
It's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. Be okay with it. And then that's when you at peace and you strong enough to know that you gotta say, hey, it's okay. You can't give me what I need. Just be man enough, a woman just say that. Let's just say, you know what, right now, it's not what I can't give you what you are looking for. And I'm not capable at this time to do that. and you may not just be that person for them. But like I said, we change, we evolve. What I accepted 5 years ago, I may not accept today.
Yeah.
That does not mean that I switched up on you. That means that
I
now
grew.
I grew. And I'm trying to know you even more and more. Like
this
yeah,
is
life
not
is
okay.
changing.
It's like, and it's okay with being old.
And
okay.
a lot of people are very uncomfortable with growth. I can say one thing: when I worked for World Savings, every single day something changed. So to deal with change, I learned to adapt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can use that in your everyday life because things change every day. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I know for sure is you have to take accountability
That's a
for
big
your
word
actions.
people choke on. They don't know how to do
Right,
it.
you gotta take accountability for your actions. If you've done something wrong, own it. Own it. You know what I'm saying? I am not perfect, like I said in the beginning. Right, like
nobody's
perfect.
Walk of shame, goddamn, do the walk of shame. Everybody did it.
Right, like I said in the beginning, I knew I was struggling with mental health issues when I got into this 10-year relationship. But the thing is we used to talk. You know, we used to talk on the phone. We actually used to talk on the phone like people used to do back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
How you really got to know people.
Yeah, we used to talk. You know what I'm saying? So he knew, you know, my shortcomings, and you know, I knew his. I thought, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But apparently, somehow, somewhere, you know, communication was lost, and we misunderstood each other. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
a lot of misunderstanding, and that's simple. And it'd be so simple, but it's so difficult for people to just really.
But it's like, where was that mark?
Where
did we
What
Yeah.
day? At what point in time did we not
things go wrong?
acknowledge that transition? It's just like, you know. At
what point where did
it go left?
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But
and sometimes before you realize it's be gone too far gone for you to even bring it back. You know?
Too much damage.
And I feel like that's what has happened in my relationship, and I'm okay with, you know, saying that that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact that I tried. I can't speak on, you know, my partner, and if they tried, you know what I'm saying? If you gave your best, if you say you gave your best, that's all I can go on. You know what I'm saying? I can't, like Sandy said, you can't squeeze blood out of a mushroom. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. But one thing for sure, I prayed and I asked God, I said, if this is not for me, show me, you know, because I am a visual person. You can't just tell me that it's over. You know what I'm saying? Even though you see, you know in your mind that this is over. You know what I'm saying? But you just need that one sign, you know, that just clarifies that this is over, you know.
Right.
And I had plenty of them.
You know what I'm saying? God didn't give us signs.
I ignored them. That's what I'm saying. And I ignored them. I kept ignoring them. I kept asking him to show me.
But he kept saying, I keep giving you.
I keep giving you.
But now I gotta shake some
But
shit
now
up.
I gotta shake it up because you're not getting it.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
sometimes it's just
but-
that fear of just that final let go.
Like,
what does life look like without this person?
Yeah.
Even
You
though
know?
it was toxic, but what is my life gonna be like now without this
I know,
toxic
it's
person?
just-
Because I've grown so accustomed to the
this
toxicity,
behavior.
you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then again, you know, we change. You know, you have to unapologetically be yourself.
You do.
Right.
You know,
You do.
and
I don't regret nothing. You know, I don't regret none of the time that I've spent in my relationship. I don't regret none of the mistakes, because for me, it was all a life learned lesson.
A learning lesson.
And not only with this relationship, but previously I was married, and I learned, you know, from that relationship as well. You know what I'm saying? That I was just like, I'm getting married. I don't care what nobody say, because this is what it's supposed to be.
Right.
Not truly understanding what a marriage should be.
And
You know what I'm saying? And what a husband should be. You know, like I said, I am not perfect, but I know for sure I know how to be submissive to my man. I know how to please my man. I know how to make him happy.
Respect,
you know, and I know
everything.
You can do that with a man.
I can do that with a man, but if you show me any signs of disrespect, disloyalty, no consistency, I'm done.
Yeah. It's it.
You know, I'm done. I'm done trying.
Yeah.
You know, and now you got the worst part of me.
Yeah.
You can be submissive and vulnerable with a man that makes you feel safe.
Huh.
If you cannot be you will not put your guard down with a man that you consistently have to battle with.
Yeah.
You know where you are, it's always a competition where you're not made to feel protected, not made to feel safe, where you can't share your emotions, your feelings, and things like that. You know, so it's just
And it's a lot. It's like you really have to really put your selfish, like I don't know, a lot of people are selfish instead of selfless as well. So it's like you really have to sit there and say, okay, what it is that I want, what do I want to gain from this? How is the benefit? What is the benefit from this, relationship? How are we going to make this work? And nothing should be forced. Nothing should ever have to feel like, okay, you pulling this out of me. Okay, fine, I'm gonna go ahead and give you this. Or the funny thing is when they get upset and mad, instead of just saying, okay, just give me a little cool off period. If I say, hey, let me just get a little time away, and you want to keep poking the bear, you keep poking the bear, and then now you want to flip the role because now you know you did something wrong, but now I am the issue now. No, I actually respectfully to give me space, and then when I want to communicate, let's go ahead and let's both communicate and just sit down. Now I don't want to communicate. Wait. So are we throwing a tantrum now?
Right.
yeah.
So what are we in grade school now?
Right.
Like this is how you talk to children.
Mm-hmm.
How could you communicate? If you say you love someone, you should be like, you know what? I didn't like the way you did this. And you'd be like, you know what? You're right. Maybe I didn't see it that way.
Right.
That is my bad. Maybe I didn't put myself in your shoes. I did not see it from your lens. I did not. But when you are self-aware and you that person who can give that to that person, but all they keep doing is manipulating on the situation, they learn how to use that against you. And so now, when you really don't want to talk, now they want to talk because they know you don't want to talk.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, time out. You wasn't ready to talk when we were both in the space to talk.
Right.
And now we friction now. Now the things that you used to do, you ain't gonna do it no more because now you know that's gonna make me mad because I'm upset.
It's not gonna do it in the moment.
Yeah.
But eventually it's gonna happen again.
Oh no, but only if you do it.
Yeah.
Only if you initiate it. Only if you are the person to do it.
Toxic circle.
It is, and it's like, but when do you say enough is enough? And the crazy part about it, when you in a toxic relationship, when you get out of it, they still have this mental hold on you. Like, wait a minute, why do I still feel like I did something wrong?
Yeah, that's
And
right. That is me right now. I'm like, I feel like I did something wrong. Like, why do I feel like I'm wrong?
Because the other person owes it to you to have that conversation, so you can have closure, so you can be whole, to move forward in a different relationship. But if you never know the whys or never have the answers to the questions as to why this person may have felt this way, because they take their emotions and they sit and they put it on you. You know, it's your fault. It's all you, and then you take that and the relationship in, and this other person is not giving you that courtesy of the communication to say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna own it. I'm gonna be accountable.
It was me.
This is what it was. But they may not know again. But then also too, like I said, it's a communication. Yeah. It's all about being an open book and being, and you want to be with somebody that has the ability to be an open book. You don't want people that are gonna suppress their feelings, hide their feelings. I'm a man. I don't know. You're human. It ain't affected to a man. Human people show emotion.
And that's when I feel
men,
like
women cry. Men, women laugh.
Them.
Men, women are sad. That's and that's just the normal. That's just normal.
That's normal.
Yeah.
And it's okay to express that.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of people don't get in relationships.
Right. And that's what I was telling you, I think, Brittany, or somebody that I was talking to. I said a lot of men don't like to express themselves or don't like to admit that they have issues, whether it's relationship issues or whatever. Like, you know, and you know, with my relationships, it may not just be you had bad relationships. It could be a loss of a parent. It could be loss of a best friend. Those things affect you, and they don't think that they do. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I am so big on this mental health thing, because when you sit back and realize, you know, like you say, you have time to analyze yourself, you know, and then you see other people, you be like, they going through something. You know
it, but you try your hardest to help them. And it's like, I drained myself trying to help you, and I cannot help you. I did everything I can. You don't want to be fixed. Like, I tried my hardest. You want to be fixed, but it's your pride that don't want to do it. Like, it's
but
like,
it's not even I can't fix you. I can't fix you.
I can't help you. I did everything I can do to help you.
Journey, your healing, and you show up, and then we come together. That's the thing. People have to do their own journey for their own mental health. It's not up to the other person in the relationship to be your therapist, your coach. You come together, you discuss. But they're not there to build you up or to make
you like to tear you down.
It's like they're tearing you down, and at the same time. But then it's weird to me because it's like that person could like not help themselves, but they can help you. Like they coaching you through life. Like you going through your own stuff, like personal.
Because it takes the pressure off
them
down.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, why are you? I had to ask her, like, why are you able to help me, but you can't help yourself? Like, I'm confused. He was like, I don't know. That's a good question.
No,
like, because a lot of people can look at other people's problems, but not look into themselves. Like, they don't want to look in the mirror. I have to look out the window, but I can't look in the mirror.
Because I don't like who's looking back at
it.
I don't like it.
Like, you able to help me, but you couldn't help yourself. And it bothered me so bad. I kept asking this question, like, you're able to help me. You've been helping me, but why you can't help yourself? Like, because if you can help yourself, like, you'll be a better you.
It's them
like for me and for you and for us, like for whoever it is. It's
like accepting that truth that they're not ready.
They're not ready to face it. And I had to say that to that person. Then I had to say, you know what? And I started to think it was me. I was like, maybe I'm a burden on you because I feel like you are helping me, but you're not able to help yourself. I'm like, well, maybe Brittany, you are a burden on him. Like, maybe you need to just, eliminate yourself and see if he'll be able. I did that. It still didn't work. So I knew it wasn't me.
Mm-hmm. Like,
it's you.
It's a you issue.
It's you. I did that. I eliminated myself, and you still was the same thing.
Just said they're so good at the manipulation.
Yeah,
it seems like it's you. They make it seem like it's you the problem.
Yeah,
you already know it's you that's dealing with your mental health. So mindfully, you're gonna be like,
and then that's how they play on it, because what you tolerate is what you accept. You see what I'm saying? So what you tolerate is what you accept. So do you honestly complain about their behavior traits when you accepted it by staying? Right. That's the hard part. That's what we have to learn how to, like, damn. Like, my accountability is staying when I know I should have left. But I am so invested in you and us. And I see the potential of what you could be.
And that's what it's so I know you. Like,
I want to
I'm the type of person, like, I know you. Like, I know you could do better. I'm always willing to help people. That's my thing. Like, I always put others before me, and I have to stop doing that. But I see the potential in you. I know you got it in you. And I'm trying to fight for that, but I'm like, you can't do that.
You can't make them
that person has to be
one.
But my pastor told me, he said, have you ever felt that? He said, have you ever seen a tree eat its own fruit that it bears? And I was like, no. He said, because the tree's not for you, Ebony. He said, don't ever feel like you're being used. He said, because obviously God made you a way for these people. Exactly. You're a giver. And the takers are going to come. It's not that you attract takers. It's the fact that they needed your light, whatever it is that you got for them.
She's like, Brittany, you are good.
You got to do it. My shit, but shit ain't riding over here.
She told me that, because I'm like, I'm always feeling used. Like, I really feel used. Like, he said, no. I had to tell her, she's like, you're not being used.
No, you're not.
She said, God put you in these situations.
You've been used by God.
Yeah,
God
she
telling you.
she
God
said,
put
if
you
you
in.
realize, and she was like, you're not being used, Brittany. This is a gift. This is what you, God put you here for a reason to do this. Like, this is who you are.
But when you accept it, you're no longer angry.
Yeah.
When you accept that, you
And
say,
I had
okay,
to.
you needed me
Yeah.
for this time, for whatever I may have given you, and maybe my time is up now. Now God said my assignment is
And
up.
that's what I
And
said.
that is fine.
And I said
That's
that. And I was
fine.
like, dang, like, now is my
It's
time
your
up.
time
Like,
now.
but then you never know when that
it
time
teaches
is
you
coming,
something.
and I'm finally reached it. I'm like, dang, Brittany, this is it. This is the finish
Like
line.
Michael
Like,
Jackson, it's
your
over.
time is
It's
done.
over.
Like, literally, this is it.
Michael Jackson,
I'm like,
this is it.
dang, like, I'm finally here at this point. Like,
Yeah.
this is it. Like,
Now, does it make
But
it easy?
coming-
No, it don't make it easy.
But coming to grips with understanding that this is it,
Mm-hmm.
it's the most peaceful moment
It
you ever
is.
had.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
it's the most
literally-
peaceful moment.
But like
you'll
Brittany
ever
said, when they
have.
walk
I
away,
literally, when
when
they
they walk
walk,
away,
it's like so
you know,
much
it's like-
blessings come. I swear to
The
God.
door is open.
Nothing, everything start happening like one at once. I would not be this far. I know I would not be this far. I would not. Soon as I said this is it, everything started going in line for me.
Mm-hmm.
Everything started happening. Blessings start coming. Like, yeah, this is your opportunity. So
Your
many
externship
times I
going
wanted
to
to get up
school.
on school.
When they say
God,
the
like,
size
no, this
of a
is not
mustard
it.
seed, you gotta have that.
And
gotta
literally, my day,
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be done on Saturdays. Man, get released on Wednesday. God knew what He was doing. If this man would have been out, you would have never been done with externship.
You would have never.
You would have
finished
never
it.
made it to externship.
Look at
God
God.
knew what He was doing.
Mhm.
And I'm
He
like,
made
oh my
that
God,
shit
I'm
align
now
right
starting
where
to
it needs
see everything. I'm like, everything happened for a reason. And I'm
Everything
like,
happens for a reason,
And that's your
that's-
path.
Yeah.
People come into your life for
a
a
reason.
reason. And a season.
Yeah.
And doors open, and when those doors open, you know that's the path that you're supposed to be walking down.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
and that's just how life is.
Mhm.
You know,
And that's why I said I don't have no regrets
mm-hmm.
for my relationship. Should I have been gone a long time ago? Yes, I have. Yes, I should have been.
Yeah.
But did I learn a lot along the way?
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Because I now know what to accept and what not to accept. Not that I did not know before this relationship, but now I clearly know. You know what I'm saying? Like once you see that red flag, it's over. There is no need to prolong anything.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For the sake of yourself, there is no reason to prolong anything no more. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But
You're not gonna waste your time.
I'm not gonna waste my time.
I don't have it. I don't have
Because
it.
before this, I was alone.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's over, I'm okay with being alone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? As long as I have my peace and my sanity, I'm okay with that.
And
You
we
know?
came in this world alone.
Exactly.
You know,
When we
you
going
could be in a
alone.
relationship with somebody for 50 years and you dying alone.
Alone.
Yeah,
You
dying,
know,
yeah,
I mean,
it
it's
is,
you are your own individual person. You
Yeah.
have to be who you are. You know, and if you have come across a person that compliments you, you know, then hey, you know, but that's rare.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of
Right.
people find true love, soulmates, you
Yeah.
know. But again, also too, you have to broaden your horizons. You know, you have to get out there and expose yourself to the world, not just to the state or the city you live in. Sometimes traveling abroad, getting out and meeting other people,
'Cause your best
socializing
right
and
now,
networking.
The internet,
You
social
put
media
yourself
is
around
different now.
people that are
Yeah.
going places that you want to go.
You put
And
yourself
those
in
doors
situations.
will open for you.
Right.
You place
You know?
yourself in those situations where you want
Place
to be
your-
in. You
yes.
place yourself around people who you
Who
want to
going
be
that way,
and
yes.
who's there already that can
Yes.
help you elevate.
Right.
Like I said, if you're not giving me no type of 5 E's, we are not going anywhere.
Yeah,
either.
Yeah.
I'm not going back.
It's like
Yeah.
now I'm a
Yeah.
build a bear, now I'm a build a bitch. Because now
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna fix you and build you up, and to do what?
Yeah.
Right.
To do what?
Right.
We are not in the damn teddy bear workshop at this
Right.
point.
Yeah.
What I'm bringing to the table, if you know what you bring to the table and what your worth is, then you won't settle for
You won't
less.
settle
Yeah.
for
If
that.
you don't stand for anything, if you have those boundaries, and sometimes we kind of lack some because we like, oh, you giving me a little bit of this, a little bit of that. No. I can't give you a little bit of nothing. But I can't also go in there with a guard up either. Because me, that's not being true to myself. Because if I'm giving
Right.
you my true authentic self, that
The guard
means
gotta go down.
that's what it is.
Right.
What you see is what you get.
It's
It's
just-
not
this
no
is
hit or
me.
miss. This is me. So if you are not man enough to accept it, or you want to play on, that's on you.
That's on you.
Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to stop being who I am and just say, you know, I'm going to shut down. I'm not going to love no more. I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to give you the satisfaction because I'm not going to stop my blessings and who I am because you weren't able to accept it. You were intimidated by that. You didn't like it. You didn't appreciate it. But then when it's gone, you go ahead and out there on the internet, you go out there on social media, you go out there and see pussy popping all the everybody got a pussy. Everybody you can have sex with anybody.
But you'll never find another me.
But and then because it's only one me, it's a one-on-one type situation. Now, is there something that will better equip you or someone who can better suit your needs? Absolutely.
Yeah,
you only gonna get 80-20 rule.
Yeah.
Right.
I understand that. But when you are independent and you are okay with who you are and what you bring to the table, like I said, none of that stuff will matter at that point. Because like you said, like, no, red flag, that's a no. That's going to stop. Let me make sure I understand what you're saying first before I even cut you off. Because it may be a misunderstanding on my part. Maybe I misinterpreted what you said or how you portrayed yourself to be. Let me just see if this is what it is. And if I still feel like, nah, I'm not even going to try to entertain it, because then that's me going down another same road. Because they say when you have not healed or dealt with your past, it will somehow come up in the next person or next thing. And it just keep on playing. Just a different person.
Until you get it.
Different person.
It's until you get
different
it.
person. The last relationship, I just left out of this 5-year relationship, and the last thing he said to me was, you the common denominator out of something. I said, you are absolutely right. And I ran into the same type of person, but a different, I didn't have children with you. No, absolutely not. But you had the same characteristic traits as this other person. And you played on those same things that you call my weakness, but then you stuck because you never brought nothing to my table. So when you had to leave my table, guess what? My table's still full. What do you have?
And I'm still standing.
And I'm still fine.
You too.
Whatever I'm not missing anything. And it's so hurtful because, and then like I said, you want to see the potential. And a part of me, I'm like, I don't hate you. I don't hate nothing.
I don't hate this person.
I don't rock with you.
Like literally, I wish you the
best. I can love you from a distance.
Yeah.
Now, can we keep casualties as casualties? You hit me every now and then. I don't want bad blood. I want all my. I don't even want exes. But if I have one, which I have a couple, we still like this. I can be. It's only one that hates most, and that's when I have the kids with. You would think that would be.
It's always the one you have kids with.
It's always the one. Like why? We share something that I would never share with nobody else. Ever in life.
We should be the closest.
But you realize people that's not comfortable with themselves or happy with themselves when they see they can still stand and wait. I left you.
They hate that.
I left you with how many kids?
They hate that.
And you still got this. But you've been diagnosed with cancer, had 2 strokes.
They hate that.
And you still
and she still can maintain it. They hate that.
It doesn't matter.
They hate that.
Because he didn't break you. You didn't break me. You wanted to see me fall.
How is she still even moving? Like how she even still going?
Why? How do you do it?
Still standing.
I think I said, how do you do it? Nobody but God.
But it's God, and it's when you choose your happiness. Like you said, when I text y'all in our group chat, and you said I'm proud of you because you chose happiness, and that's what I'm choosing. I'm choosing to be happy. It's nothing towards you or none of that, because I wish, my partner well. I want you to be happy. I want everybody to be happy, because why would I want to sit here and wish, I hope you have the worst luck in the world. That's just bad karma.
Because I
wish you well. That's bad karma on me, and that's not what I want. You know what I'm saying? So, but we have been almost 45 minutes on this subject, but when it gets going, it gets going. And this is my first time with a live podcast, and I am extremely excited, and thank you guys for making it happen, okay? I am super excited about this. But I want to let you guys know that it took courage and, real willpower for these women, to make themselves vulnerable, to share their stories, and just speak on relationships and how it affects your mental health, because to pretend like you are not dealing with a mental health issue is weird to me. I mean, like everybody is going through something. It does not make you a bad person because you are dealing with something. To me, I feel like it makes you strong.
It makes you human.
It makes you human, and it makes you strong. Because if you can admit that then, you know, there's a problem
what
within
growth
myself.
Yeah.
It's growth.
It's growth.
And a lot of people don't like to
And
see
it
that.
took me a long time to even admit that within myself. Like I used to think I was perfect. Like I know it's not me, but now like it took over the years. I'm like,
It's me.
Like you have to admit, like
yeah.
shit. And I'm able to say, like, I'm not, yeah.
Let me watch my mouth. Let me watch my tongue.
I always say that, like, you know, it's me.
And
Like,
I'm okay
the
with
problem.
that.
Like,
And as long as you're okay with that, then you have nothing but room to just continue to grow.
they grow.
You
They
know,
learn.
continue to
They
grow.
work on themselves.
A lot of them come from past things too.
Yeah,
Like when you were growing up,
yeah.
like for example, our mom say you may not be able to whoop me with your hands, but my mouth you ain't gonna be able to control it.
Right.
And you learn like these little different things.
Yeah.
Like, damn, let me hold my tongue. Like this not gonna work.
Yeah.
Because then you can't take these words back. Words
take
hurt.
back
Your actions,
Yes.
I can kind of justify them. Like, okay, you know what? I can slam a door, whatever. But your words is always gonna play in somebody's head. So however you see fit, when you're upset, when you're mad, when you're happy, it is imperative to be very wise and choose your words very wisely. Because you don't know what type of state of mind the other person is in.
Right.
Yes.
And it can make or break that person at that point. Because if you already going through something mentally, you don't even recognize it, and then somebody play on it, you're like, wait a minute, you just added salt to my thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know you have any problems because you ain't saying anything.
Yeah.
So then it's like, you know, it's a lot. Like mental health, it's very vital that you really do the necessary work within yourself.
Right.
Because no one should be allowed to take you out of your character when you already know
When you
who
already
you
know
are
who
and
you
you already know
are.
what you are. I'm like,
Absolutely.
nope. You just say, you know, I want to do this, but let me go ahead and cross my legs, meditate, do something before.
And then it's so sad when you do get out that character. You be like, dang, and
You
afterwards
be
you be
mad
like,
at yourself.
Yeah.
so
you
mad.
fucked up. Like,
I
you
did not want
person
her to
take you-
show up.
Yeah, like you
I
let the
know.
person do this to
Yeah.
you. Like
I
you
worked
literally
so
did
hard
that.
to keep her in
Yes.
the
But
back
no.
burner.
And then I'm like,
Right.
okay, it's just a work in progress. Like you just gotta do
Yeah.
better next time, Brittany. Like you
Exactly.
cannot let that keep
Yeah,
happening.
for every time that you may feel that you may have backslid,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Because you're
We
still
all do it.
Yeah.
Human, you learn
Yeah,
it.
we're still learning.
Yeah, I think that the next discussion should be, you know, us just kind of maybe tapping into our childhood, and you know, just everybody just
What brought
individually
us to
going
this.
through, you know,
Yeah.
how we evolved to be the people who we are today. Because
Yeah.
a lot of how we show up in the world is how we grew up, how we were
Yeah.
raised, you know,
Mhm.
and you know, it's,
And
I
that's
feel
a
like
whole
that
nother-
factors
Yeah,
into
that's a
how
whole
we think,
Even
and all
with the
that
men,
stuff.
that how they
Yeah,
grew
how
up
we
as
interact.
well.
Yes.
And that's
Cause
a
like
whole
you know
nother
they
topic.
vent to you about how they grew up, and you be like, damn, like that's why you
Now
took
that
this,
makes
like,
sense.
Yeah, so it's like it's a lot of you right, like
So that'll be our next
That's
discussion.
Yeah,
definitely
for
going to be
sure,
our next
for sure.
subject.
For sure,
So
for sure.
I truly thank you guys for listening, and if you tuned in on the live, thank you. If you watched the replay, thank you. Even if you watch the replay, just hit replay or whatever. I truly appreciate you. Thank you for your time and love. Be safe, and until next time.
Spread joy, spread love, spread kindness.
Bye.